this hangout is live on there. Bullshit. Liar. Boy, I'll tell you, if I was paying for this freaking YouTube thing, I have to throw it out in the yard. Hang No, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. Look, it's my fault, people. I've got another computer here, state of the art, a two state of the art. Logan doesn't know how to run it. Logan doesn't even know how to turn on the freaking microphones and stuff. How about that? Yeah, make a video about that. No, I tried it on the other one, and as soon as I plugged stuff in, smoke came out the back, and I knew that something has gone terribly wrong. And in fact, I'm live streaming to you right now from the old piece of crap that I've used for all of these years, sitting here next to this brand new piece of crap that I don't know how to drive it. I don't know how to drive it. Where's the stick? Whatever, I just figured that computers, as they got newer, that they got more automatic or whatever. Yes, people. People. Some people do not know this, but all of your electronic devices run off of pure smoke. That's right. So, when you see some of the smoke escaping out of the back through the vents or whatever, that it is fixing to be out of smoke and it won't work anymore. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people think that it has something to do with circuitry and all this stuff. No, that's the lie. Things they don't want you to know. How's everybody doing out there? Poor Scott. Since I'm streaming on the old one, I doubt that I would be successful at getting him the link. But, let's try for fun, huh? While we're doing that, God, I hope I don't see another error. If I see another error bubble, I mean, that's it. If you hear just like a lot of thrashing and crashing around and screaming or whatever in here, you'll know what happened. But another error window has come up. Live and clear. Gee, I don't hear that very often. Thanks for coming by, guys. It's a mad, 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 mad world out there. Hell, just this morning, I got up to get my daily dose of Jesus, and I was met in the face with a lens flare. Yeah, just like that. Wonder what Jesus would say about that. People. There's you can probably see or understand the problem here when we have someone that is well versed in lens flares and lens flare phenomena purposely having trouble identifying a classic lens flare effect. This is where you're driving along in the car with somebody. Paul Bagley's behind the wheel, and there's a brick wall coming up, and you're driving along. It's a brick wall, and you're like, Paul, hey, Paul, you gonna hit brakes? You gonna hit brakes, Paul? And Paul just drives right into the freaking wall. Because you would expect Paul to have mentioned one there timer in there or another that with all of his years on the YouTube, he's heard of lens flares. He's heard of them. I'll bet you. Once or twice. I sure don't want to spend a lot of time on Mr. Bagley. After all, he's awful busy over there. I see that he is building quite the studio that, even Mick and the boys would be proud to have in their house. Jeez. I'm in the wrong business, people. I am in the wrong business. Let me see if I can get the link to Mr. Scott. I've been wanting to hear from this guy for such a long time because it's everything is just madness and insanity. And then we used to have Scott on all the time, and it was like the neutral of all the madness or whatever. Scott would make a fairly decent politician, except when it comes to being a crook and all that, because he's actually does have that politeness and what do you call it, diplomatic type personality or whatever. So I wanted to get him on here so we could just go over a few things, me and him together. Let's try this. He so graciously has accepted the challenge of coming on to Logan Running and ridiculing him for at least an hour. I told him there was a minimum. Let's see. Remove comment. Comment removed. Okay, Scott. It's moving at the speed of the slime behind the a slug or whatever. Okay. Okay, nothing came up there. Let's try this again. People, have you ever seen your cursor disappear? Like poof, where'd it go? Like wow, it's like magic. It's like wow, it's there and then it's not. Then it's there and then it's not. Oh man. Okay, wait a minute. We have a copy. We have a copy. We're going for paste. Houston, we're going for paste. Houston. 3, 2, 1. Houston, we have a problem. Yep, that's it. That's it. All 3 astronauts just perished. Let's try it again. Get the next 3 in here. Here we go. Cut and paste copy. And the little thing goes round and round and round it goes. Oh my God. We've lost Scotty. Cut to Scotty floating in outer space, with his ball cap. He's like, I told you this would happen, Captain. There it is. There it is. Houston, success. We have a paste. We have a paste. Now to see if contact can be made. We'll have to just put that one on the back burner. I know that getting through all the doors to get into Logan's live over here is damn near impossible. I mean, I had to go get the CIA to help me get in myself. Okay, guys, I'm ready. I see you there. Start throwing them up. I've got to start throwing up. Something you wanted to know about while we got a minute here? I see you in the chat. That part. See, the new computer that Logan doesn't know how to work, I am barely smart enough to pull up the show with the live chat running, so I do have that. Did anybody happen to catch the NBC Nazi program known as Saturday Night Live last night? I missed it, and it must have it must have not. They must not have tried to do a replay of what they did last week or whatever because I didn't see anything about it when I was looking on the net a while ago. Now, I've been kind of making fun of this thing about a person got caught jumping the fence this morning at the White House, and then they caught the perpetrator and they took him back in the White House and they said, "Mr. President, you're going to have to stay 4 years at least." It's not really all that funny. I can only imagine being in Trump's shoes, where every 24 hours or so someone attempts something, and every 24 hours or so someone posts videos or something, blah blah blah. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the media has been constantly wrong every time they say that Trump is wrong on something. Like Trump being somehow affiliated with the Russians. Let's take that for instance. How long have they been pushing that bullshit that nobody cares about? How long? Buck, I think you can turn it on right now, and you'll hear them going, "Russia, Russia, Russia." Sickening. How stupid do you think the American people are? Well, they are pretty damn stupid. For them to continue to get on there. I saw George Snuffleupagus this morning posing the question, how will Mr. Trump apologize to Obama for accusing him for a wiretap? Well, he's not going to apologize, you freak. You don't have a computer, Georgie? You can't see that it's real? Or no, you know all along. But there, you sit there with that twisted smirk on your face while you say that Donald Trump needs to apologize to Obama. Yeah, apologize to him with a nightstick and some cuffs. I apologize. Wait, what's that? Is it screwing up? Hang on, let me listen. What's whistling in? Is it gone? No, I'm still there. I hear me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm there. I had to. This is freaky, man. I had to go check on the computer to see if I'm there. It's like I can't just touch my hand. Can't just reach over and pinch myself and know that I'm alive. I got to check on the computer. Who says I'm not with the getting with the times or whatever? Claiming that I exist without checking on the computer first. All right. There is so much propaganda on who knows what's real and what's not. Okay, who knows what's real and what's not? Well, that's the game now, isn't it? And some people play it pretty good, and then there's the rest. As far as Trump being wrong about stuff, Trump here a while back had said something about Sweden having a problem. Yeah. Boy, did the people not understand what he meant by that. And of course, this was another one that the television said, "Oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. No, problem in Sweden." Bullshit. God damn. Did you see the White Rose video? Yeah. Yep. Europe is fully destroyed. I mean, Hitler would have been proud. I mean, these guys did it quick and efficiently and without firing a shot, so to speak. I can't tell you that I was actually shocked to uh, to see what's happening. Well, I'll tell you what, I was shocked about the part of the authorities and their plans of what to do about any of it is nothing. Nothing. Could you imagine that in America? Well, you're probably not going to have to imagine because this was done to Europe in a matter of a couple of years by one tiny little thing. A tiny little thing called we got to let in the immigrants and the refugees because they're good people. They're good people, Maureen. Did you hear me? Do you believe it? I don't know what they're going to do. I I have no idea, brother, and it's plumb scary to see all of Europe going. They they're all scared to death now that they know that the authority is not going to protect them, the original peoples of the great places in Europe, like France and and Germany and the Netherlands and England. Now, don't get me started about England. I would probably be one of those guys that'd be like, yeah, England kind of deserves whatever. Yeah, they got the Union Jacks over there deserve whatever happens to them. And my reasoning behind that is that their stamp is on way too many flags around the world. And talking about chickens coming home to roost. You know how we got here. You know how we got here. Russo told us a while back. Russo, New World Order people. Yeah, we have friends with the scum up there. Told us what the plan for the future was to destabilize the Middle East and scatter the people and the ideologies into other parts of the world to destabilize them too. Yeah, you've seen the beyond insane women wearing the 2,000-year-old clothing of bondage as if it was a thing of beauty or a cool thing to do. You saw who made the commercials showing these burqas and these hijabs and all this being stylish and cool to be under the bondage of pedophilia men. Cool. Yes, all of Europe has been turned back 2,000 years, where they are now giving the rights to the refugees to rape the local girls because they don't know no better. Yeah, they don't know no better. It's just what they do, where they come from. So you can't blame them for it or tell them to stop. So Russo told us the plan to destabilize the Middle East and scatter the people. And no more than he said that than a implanted Middle Easterner with more names than I have pairs of clean underwear. Wait a minute. Anyway, he's got an awful lot of names, and I've got an awful lot, a huge pile of dirty laundry. Was brought in to make sure of this destabilization in the Middle East and the spread of hatred. And by God, before they could get that piece of crap out of there, he had to rip the doors off of America and line up wheelbarrow loads of dirt from the Middle East for you. Because once they are here, you are done. You think you're going to say something about them? You think you're going to stop them? You think you're going to get out your gun? Oh, I'll see you next to Finicum. You're already giving them your money, Marine. Did you know they're paying them to come here? Did you know that there is a several of these EBT offices on the other side of the border of Mexico, inside of Mexico, that are American EBT centers? That you are supporting them before they even get here. No, I'm fine with all this. This is just a shtick that I do. I learned it from Grindel 61. God damn, that guy's angry. I love it. No, I have not heard from Michael Savage, the angriest man in America. He's still recovering from his savage attack from a demon, lefty, weirdo America hater that kicked his elderly poodle and threw him to the ground and bloodied him. Oh, 5 seconds alone. The EBT is food stamps. It's the new term. Every time society has learned the new term for welfare, they change it to take away the stigmatism for these poor people. Now, let's think about the history of welfare. Welfare was set up to help people temporarily, and only certain people. It was never intended as a free handout for any and everyone who signs up for it. In fact, I remember when I was growing up, if it was found out that someone had ever pulled food stamps or welfare, that it ruined them as being a fine, upstanding, respectable citizen. Not today, folks. It is quite the crown on the worthless head and ass. I don't know why Pepsi doesn't make commercials about getting on EBT using a couple of lesbians that are actually men. Yes, are you headed down the highway to hell? you took an exit off the highway to hell onto the express. And this is a toll-free road. What does Trump need? Trump needs some goddamn support. Some fucking help out of them fucking people, out of those freaking phonies, those phony baloney lying criminal scum. They all ought to be lined up against the wall. Who are these trash that have been there their entire lifetimes and run the country into the ground the whole time? Now they say that they know how to do it and that Trump is out of his mind. Yeah, well, say what you want about Trump. A lot of people, I say the majority, or they probably in the 80% of people that were given $1 million to make it or break it would have broken it and just spent it on beer, cigarettes, and hookers and coke. Sit down, honey. Hey, you looking nasty tonight. You just wait over there. I'll be with you in a minute. I sent Scott the link. I don't guess. Man. Something the miracle that needs to happen is already longtime criminals need to be incarcerated, stopped, something instead of featured on morning shows, pumping out fake news. Like Trump somehow has some ties to Russia. Russia. Trump has no ties to Russia. Trump has ties all over the world in all kinds of industries and would have been forthcoming if he'd had any. I mean, what would anybody care if Trump had ties to Russia, seeing how Podesta sold some 20 kilos of uranium. Uranium's used for what, people? Making nuclear shit? Nuclear bombs or something? Selling 20 kilos to the Russians. Why isn't anybody asking him about it? Why isn't anybody asking the pedophile about the fucking uranium? God damn it. Do I hate them all? Oh, yeah. Who do I blame? I blame the ones that ain't arresting them. I blame the scum that ain't doing their job when they got it right in front of them. Who are these lowlifes that are appointed to arrest criminals that are not? Fire them all and arrest them for dereliction of duty. You know, when I didn't do my job for the government, they had no problem busting me out. Sick of this fucking trash running everything. Schumer, Chuck Schumer, big fuck Chuck. I mean, every time I see the image of this piece of trash, I just want to come to the freaking TV. You know the track record of this scum? You know the track record of this filth, this trash? How can this piece of garbage have a seat anywhere? Yeah, and you're going to wake up tomorrow, it's going to be Monday, and they're all still going to be free out there doing what they do. Nothing new, though, is it? Nothing new. Let's go back to comparing it to the YouTube. I'll be right back. You want to talk about EBT in Hawaii? EBT in Hawaii. I can sum that up for you real fucking easy. Since everything has totally been stripped and taken away from the original Hawaiian people or whatever, and replaced, and they've been pushed off into a little corner. I'm pretty sure that one of these days, like just like the destabilization of the Middle East, that every last Hawaiian will be pushed slowly but surely into the ocean, and then covered up with lava. That's every one of these people that is related to Native or whatever in Hawaii should be issued a huge EBT card. Period. And never have to do any paperwork or any of this. Just have a lifetime. Because if anybody deserved a total free ride off the bastard government, it would be those people. That's not exactly what all you have, though, in Hawaii. You have a mountain load of filthy white trash, especially in Kauai, all sitting around on that very government that they so much complain about, while pushing the natives out and their ways out with it. Yes, they got a big fat piece of shit lying bastard trash out there named Mark Zuckerberg that have taken some ancient natives' fishing land and built a rock fence so they can't even see it anymore. I tell you what, if I was a native Hawaiian, because I know how the police feel about things out there. I've seen the native Hawaiians take over buildings out there, and they just stood around and watched. I believe it was the Princess Palace that the scum sucking trash went and chained up where the people couldn't even go. Yes, the very palace that the Princess of Hawaii was kept prisoner in her own home. Oh, the history of hell and injustice, all in the name of who knows what, is long and ugly. No, you Hawaiians over there, and you Hawaiians, all you Hawaiians, you should throw this white filth into the surf. Those sharks, you know, they've been looking a little thin lately. Yes, that's the answer to your problem. Because here's something that you may or may not know: that several large cities, including Chicago, Denver, Philadelphia, Texas, California, Oregon, send their trash to you with a one-way ticket. Hey, how about loafing in paradise and getting the hell out of my town? Okay. Oh, and when you get off the plane there, $780 comes out of the mouths of Hawaiian natives and goes into your crack pipes. So get on the plane and enjoy. I'm sorry, not crack. It's ice, ice, baby. Crack is so 80s, 90s, or whatever. I keep using it though. I don't keep using crack. I keep using the term as what these people do. But I'm sorry. I've got to I've got to be politically correct about that. These people are ice heads. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. All you ice heads that I called crackheads. I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. Consider yourself redeemed. Well, O'Rourke says that that Trump has picked a fight with medias and that. I don't, no, 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 no. He knew which way the wind was blowing early. That all of these bastards were in corroboration against him. And by golly, he started getting out there and making sure that people understood what fake news is. Fake news is what they do all day, every day. I've never seen it so bad in my entire life that literally every report is bullshit. Unless they're talking about, the police ran somebody down and caught him or something like that. But if they're talking about politics or what's going on around the world, it's bullshit. Totally lying. Yes, Donald Trump absolutely knows he was wiretapped, along with a whole lot of other people. And since it just happens to be illegal, he wasn't supposed to say that. And now Donald Trump should be punished for pointing out it's illegal. What the fuck are we going to do if all you see, all you hear, all that's portrayed is Trump is failing, Trump is this, Trump is that? Don't believe any of it. Hope like hell that Trump is the same guy you've seen on TV firing people. Somebody said the other day that it looks like civil war. Civil war. Well, it doesn't look like civil war to me. It does look like a war. Yeah. But civil war, as in the traditional sense, like one ideology against another, blah, blah, blah. No, it's simpler than that. It's the crazies against the sanes. Yeah, it's the nutters against the normals. Now, I tell you, people, I get a cold chill down my spine every time I see these stories that authorities are not doing their job. Authorities are making excuses instead of simply doing what they get paid to do. This, friends, is troubling. Very troubling when your police have turned political too. They're supposed to be non-biased, and that crime is crime is crime. Isn't that right? Well, you say the answer to these things and more is coup d'état. Can you people only imagine how hard it would be for some military commanders to pull off a coup d'état these days? Now, the closest that this has ever come to was during the Obama administration, where they actually had to take the guns away from the Marines before the uh, um, what do you call it? The commander in chief stepped into the room. So if you didn't get a coup then, you're certainly not going to get one now for the media and all that. It's so goddamn. Think about it, people. How unfortunate it is that we're going to have to rely on people, hopefully being smart enough to not believe those fucking suits and the bright lights on TV. And that's, man, that's discouraging. Think of how many freaking fools out there watch their TV and they don't know anything about any of this, because the closest thing they get to being on the internet is playing Bubble Witch 3 on their phone. You know, like just like the authorities that will not do their job and they will not arrest people and blah blah blah. There's the people out there that will not care or listen to some truth from somebody. I was out in public the other day and I was speaking rather loudly and I was telling some things about Trump and blah blah blah. And I remember a couple of guys that were professional guys kind of sneaking off and sneaking away. And I know why they did that. They did not want to be seen in a close proximity or being noticed, hearing these powerful truths. That it actually scared them what I was saying. And they were actually a couple of representatives for car parts that are made in China and Mexico. And I was telling these folks that it's very unfortunate that you, Mr. HQ American, is forced by your corporation to represent and sell this trash to people like me, to pass on to my poor customers with no alternative. That you can either have brand A, piece of crap, aftermarket shit, or you can take brand B, piece of shit, aftermarket crap that came from the same factory in a different box under a different fucking name. All out of Pyongyang, China, or whatever. Well, these guys, when they realized how right I was, they got in their truck and left. Yeah, I don't think they figured that they'd waste any more breath trying to talk to me about how great their parts are. I was telling them that every time they sell one of those parts, they take food out of an American's mouth. That every time they sell one of these inferior, bogus, imposter car parts, they put somebody in America out of a job. And they didn't like that either. Of course, I wasn't blaming them. I remembered when I first started that I was telling them that they were involved and powerless. Which is exactly right. They knew that there was nothing they could do about the corporation that pays their check and tells them what to do, that they will sell imposter parts from major chains inside of America with nothing in the chain store made in America. The only thing made in America is the $8 or $9 an hour with no benefit job, with a huge turnover. Yeah, they when they bring their trash to America, they try to treat the American workers the same way they do the Chinese workers. Oh, but it's all good. It's all wonderful. It's all perfect, and we should be for it. People, just earlier, before I left my house to come down here and do this show, I have no idea why. I could be at home right now. Um, a show came on from the 60s that was on a Comet channel that I had forgot existed, but is one of those cult classic shows for sure. It's called Gas, and the music in Gas is by Country Joe and the Fish, and it's all from the perspective of the 60s hippies against the corporate, cabal. Yes, you make an interesting point. If the workers at McDonald's are making $15 an hour, how much does a hamburger cost now? Well, you don't expect McDonald's to fit the bill for that, do you? You don't think that McDonald's is that's going to come out of any of their profit when those wages go up to $15 an hour for a job that a 5-year-old could do, with a this entry skill level job starting at in Texas would be considered a premium job. Oh, you want to talk about the ice? You want to talk about the freaking ice age coming or whatever? I wonder if we're people are just going with the way the wind blows. For right now, the best thing to do is for everybody to get on the same page and agree that the global warming was fake news, a hoax. And we remember all the players, Al Gore, and the motives, carbon credits from Al Gore's father's company. Everybody would have to pay Al Gore's father's company just to continue doing business because of the fake global warming. Then we went through, well, look, people, you can see the evolution of this. Okay, not global warming anymore, totally debunked, blah, blah, blah. Now, climate change moves in and takes over. Like welfare went to food stamps, went to EBT. So do the terms of the weather, the real weather manipulation lie. See, you people want to think that people are actually out there spending money trying to so-called physically manipulate the weather. No, the weather manipulation is all this fake news and hype and all the money that it makes. God damn, do you people realize how much money the fake global warming made for somebody? I mean, I give people on the YouTube a hard time for hoaxing and cleaning up on it. Don't I? Don't I? When somebody gets out there and starts screaming about a lens flare, and then if you don't keep donating, I can't keep showing you lens flare. I call that a problem, don't I? That's swindling, isn't it? Where's the cuffs? I tell you, I remember a while back that I've always remembered Rush Limbaugh as a pompous ass. The word Rush Limbaugh is always followed by pompous ass. As far as I was growing up, you know that they just those that's how that's the full term. After I heard Rush Limbaugh just so boldly, I mean, this was maybe a couple of years ago, just get on the radio and say that global warming's a hoax. These people are lying. I kind of stepped off of the whole pompous ass thing on it. Now, you know, I don't want to get into Rush Limbaugh support. Yeah, this is where he blows everything is by supporting criminals or whatever. But you know, I don't want to talk about him. But I do want to tell you that he was one of the first people of a name to start blurting out quite regularly that it's all a fucking hoax. You guys in your bug out bags. Let's talk about that for a minute. Everybody's selling something on the YouTube. It's tea or iodine or you know, freeze dried food. Even Ron Paul selling the freeze dried food or whatever. You know, don't want to be caught in a food riot. Is exactly what Ron Paul says on the radio. Doesn't want his family to be caught in a food riot. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm never going to be caught in a food riot anyway. Anyway. Run out of food. The idea of having a bug out bag and it somehow moving from one place to another is gonna matter. No, people, if you're serious about surviving that kind of apocalypse, you better be in place already. And save your money on the bug out bag. I can imagine all these people spending all this money on prepping stuff and then never be able to use it. It's just wasted money. I wanted to tell you that over the years, people have sold what do you call it? Survival sheds. I told you guys the other night about Skylab coming back to Earth and crashing down in the 70s. There was freaking alarmists at that time, way before the internet, selling people crash shelters so they could survive when Skylab falls. Back in the in 1960s, during the Cuban Missile Crisis. God damn, imagine the millionaires that were made off of the bomb shelter installments. Of course, that was a fairly real threat. The only thing they forgot to the bomb shelter manufacturers forgot to tell people is that this shelter is not going to it's not going to save shit. You can't put it above ground and live. Period. You'd have to have 30 foot of earth over the top of you and be able to stay there indefinitely. It's those details were left out of the brochure, of course. People, then you've got the scenario of the Noah and the flood mentality. We've seen this time and time again, that people that have these shelters and these things installed, that guess what? All of your neighbors are probably sipping iced tea, watching all of the heavy equipment do the work. And as soon as any shit goes down, they'll all be at your house. So much for me and my family surviving. A lot of money changing hands out there, people, in the name of fear. And this is not a new thing. People were highly successful off of making money way before the internet. I just think people need to be smart enough to think it through and accept the outcome and get a 12 gauge and be done with it. That's money well spent. For about $400 or $500, you can get yourself a nice 12 gauge and a whole bunch of freaking rounds, and that's all you're gonna need. And guarantee you, brother, if you need more than that, you're done anyway. the feeling, the feeling in the economy around here is not good, people. I do not push WebBot, Cliff-Eye, or any of these guys. They've been wrong year after year after year with their economy crash, da 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 da. But people, I do not put it past this trash that is losing the war against Trump to crash it and blame it on Trump. Even though every time Trump makes a decision that brings more jobs and more factories back to America, that the stock market goes up higher and higher, that they can't have this. They cannot let the American people see big success from Donald Trump. Now, by God, people, if they will destroy 2 buildings and 3,000 people, they will do anything. That reminds me, you know who is saying that the 9/11 buildings could not possibly have collapsed the way that they do in the videos of the way that they say? You know who's saying it's bullshit? National Architect Association. Yeah, engineers. No, it's bullshit. Again, where's the cuffs? Why are the Bushes ever being allowed to be filmed on TV without police rushing up and cuffing them for war crimes and treason? You ever ask yourself that? Why don't you go run a stop sign right now and not pay the ticket? You see what the mess is here? You see what the mess is? The laws are not for them. The laws are only for you. For you, the peasants. Now, look, this thing about Donald Trump, um, really accelerating the pinkos and the freakos by completing the pipeline. Like I said about the pipeline, if the people want to do any of these things to stop any of these things, they can't have a handful of people. I mean, I know there was more than a handful, but in the scope of things, yeah, there was less than a handful. Not even a countable percentage. You need millions of people to have an effect on something like that. And yeah, Donald Trump pushed it through and completed or whatever like that. Because I guarantee you, there's more people out there that would say, "Yeah, go ahead and complete it," and hell with the Indians, than there are that would say, do what the Indians say, and that's just a bottom line. You say, well, no, he did it because he's part of the business and all of that, and they don't want to lose their money and blah blah blah, and that he could have done something, he could have stopped it. I don't think it was ever on one of those things for him to even think about. The way Trump has got his skin's got to be really thick right now, and he sees people protesting about everything about him every minute of every second. So, what do you really think that Trump cares about protesters personally of any kind? If you were him, would you care about protesters of any kind? Probably not. Now, like I said, these failures, I blame on the people for A, not showing up, and B, using all the wrong tactics and all that. Because hindsight's always 2020. And of course I can't say nothing about it because I wasn't this and I wasn't in that and blah blah blah. Yeah, goddamn, I'm glad I wasn't. Glad I wasn't. I know what they meant to do, but you know, tactics, people, tactics. Gonna have to take the good with the bad on this. Now, look, from what I'm seeing, when Trump is allowed to get something through, good things happen. Da 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 da. The feeling that I get off of the people, because I listen to talk radio, three different ones every day, and that where people call in and give their opinions or whatever. The American people's opinion is stop all immigration now. Get rid of the Muslim thing out of it altogether. Stop them all of them. This is where Trump screwed up by throwing Muslim in there in Muslim countries. He should have went across the board, and then nobody could have said he was discriminating. We're not discriminating. We're stopping them all. There you go, Marine. Now, you bring up the martial law thing. You know as well as I do. You know as well as I do. They're gonna have to recruit a different army for that, because there's no way they're gonna get our boys to contain our people. I know that I wouldn't. Yeah, that's probably why I was in the predicament in the first place. This the military likes to hold things over your head and whisper things in your ear. Well, it probably didn't happen to you, old Marine, but it sure did to me. That your family name will also be hurt if you don't want to comply. There was all kinds of intimidation to be subordinate. I still couldn't do it though. Can't show up on time. In those days, I like to drink a lot, and Logan just wasn't reliable soldier material. Okay, you learned something from suspicious observers. What was that? What'd you learn from Ben over there, suspicious observer? Oh, Vaughn, you would go tell people to get back in their house, or you're going to shoot them? Come on, come on. Ain't no way you'd freaking participate in martial law against the people. Get out of here. It'd never work. You know, you've got the troops that are sons and daughters of the people right there. I'd be like, okay, martial law's going on. I'd be like, oh, hang on, I'll call my son. Call him up. Hey, this is Dad. I see you out front holding a gun and telling everybody to go back inside. What are you doing, young man? You get in here right now and go to your room. You're not playing this martial law. I'm your father. Now you get in there and go to your room. Hell no, it ain't gonna work. Hell no, it ain't. What freak job little punk Nazi's gonna stand out there? Yeah. American government's right. The American people are the criminals. American people. Any of them move, I'm gonna shoot them. Yeah, there are. You're right. There are those type. I mean, after all, people still hire at the police departments, don't they? Yeah, I saw somebody said something here about turkey. Yeah, I saw a story about turkey the other day of, oh, what a shame it was that this Christian pastor had gotten imprisoned in Turkey. I was thinking to myself, what the? If I read on, am I going to find out that this Christian pastor was, smuggling hashish and got caught at the airport? No. This Christian pastor was over there doing a Christian mission in Turkey, thinking he's going to find some Christians or something over there, and that would be a good idea or something. I just like, what an idiot. What an idiot. He knows about America. He knows he could live there. He knows he could stay there. Talk about God any way he wants to, blah, blah, blah. No, stupid has to go over to Turkey and tell those people something they don't want to hear. And he's surprised that he gets arrested and thrown in the fucking police or the prison over there. I don't know if you guys ever seen Midnight Express. My God. I would never, ever head over to that part of the world. Period. After seeing the 1970 movie Midnight Express. And it's just that simple. If when in Rome, you will feel like the Romans feel. And it's foolish to feel or think otherwise. Venezuela, another well-kept secret by the human-hating media. People, Venezuela is in dire straits. This is very unfortunate. Do not, all you nice ladies out there, do not listen. That Venezuela, yes, are now the people are selling their children just the way they did in Haiti. And that, if you can only imagine here in America, mom and dad and a family of four or whatever, and then things all of a sudden turn so bad that, there's one loaf of bread per month. And if anybody tries to move or go across the border, outside border people will keep them inside Venezuela because they don't want them. So they're stuck in Venezuela, and their government has left the building. Just poof, totally destroyed the natural resource and income of the Venezuela, which was oil. Well, you ought to see the oil beds in Venezuela now. It's a brownish red glop that is covering everything. You cannot fish. All the land and the water is destroyed. You can't grow anything. I'm sure that it's worse than just selling their children. Somebody here says that, oh, you think I'm joking about this? You think I'm joking? I know why you think I'm joking, because you haven't seen anything about it. You haven't seen the actual footage. I wonder why you haven't seen that. Well, it's just not on this season's schedule at MSMB up your ass. God damn, this is frustrating, people. This is so frustrating when I think about it. When I think about the only way to fix things is to have all the people involved and at point, on task, organized. Oh, God, the more that I say of what it needs to be, the more you know it'll never happen. And I know it too. That's why I'm so glad that I'm not younger. God, if I was 20 or something and I knew what I know now, it would be a daily nightmare, horror event, knowing that I'm going to live a long time through this. Well, luckily, we're in our later years now, and getting along and golden. I know I am. That hopefully, I guess I'd have to, while we're being truthful, I'd have to make a epiphany out loud that maybe that's why I was so interested in the end of the world and when it would be here. I remember I used to make videos all the time saying, Logan will be the one in the end that knows first. Logan will give the final broadcast right before the demise of all humanity. Why was I searching for that so hard and looking for it to find a date so I could set my damn schedule? I'm more than ready to be free of this prison. I mean, you guys are all right as far as fellow inmates, I guess, and all that. But that's I mean, it's fine and dandy, but when they call me and let me out, I probably won't even turn to you guys and say goodbye and hope that you get out. No, the only thing that I'll hear is my name. And that I will jump up off of all that bags of chips and packs of cigarettes. I don't think you can have cigarettes in prison anymore or whatever, but I'll jump up off of all my commissary and in one freaking move turn into a puff of smoke and hit the front release bars ready to go. So Logan went to the internet to find the release date. From Planet Prison, Cell Block Earth. People, if there's one thing that I've noticed over the years, is that I don't care who they are or what position they're in or what they do for a living, or blah, 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 that literally everyone out there has a bit of evil in them. And I'm convinced, because I haven't found one yet, except for somebody like John Benet Ramsey, a little girl that was killed as a child. Yes, still innocent, but nobody else is. And that we are all confined here on this big round cell block inside of the impenetrable radiation belts that NASA's still trying to figure out how to get through, yet they did it in 69 and forgot how. Yeah, look, it's in the chat. Everybody lies. You know that REM song? Everybody hurts. Yeah, well, I rewrote that a long time ago. It's everybody lies sometimes. Well, there you go. There you go. Guilty as charged. And, the sentence, people, of whatever your crime was that got you here on Earth is life with no possibility of parole. Yes, and if you notice that you're actually just a box or a box in a box type of thing, and that the real heinous offenders that have decided to give up the mask and just be themselves and just go, when they get locked up in prison, that they're simply a box in a box. Isn't that right? And that if said person was in a solitary confinement, then now they're just simply a box inside of a box inside of another box. Oh, yeah, there's another box where everybody else is. So you could think of yourself, whenever you think of, just going on a mass murdering spree, that nothing's actually changed. It's just there's a few more walls in between you and all those other damn people you were perpetrating shit against. Temporarily. So it's really no big deal. No wonder prisons are full. Because people are like, I accept that. As long as I get to kill somebody. I'll accept the wall in the wall thing. It's actually not so bad. I'm on the inside, I'm literally doing nothing different than I did on the outside. I don't work. I cuss a lot. And my hygiene is below reproach. Ever watch the movie Cube? No, I don't. I don't think I saw the movie Cube, but I did play the game Rubik's Cube. I did play that. Oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. I would look. I'm trying to stay away from the NASA lies and all that because I wanted so much to talk to Scott Davis about the NASA lying and all that because, well, we've learned a lot since me and him talked a while back. Yeah, we've learned an awful lot. That stuff about you remember when I said earlier that Rush Limbaugh pompous ass and blah blah blah. Well, NASA and lies. NASA lies. You can't say one without the other. Oh, hang Hang on, I've got to refresh the drinky poo. People, go right now, punch in breaking news, and then use your up at the top the filter for uh, today's or up last updated or whatever, or last uploaded. God. See, because people, I'm expecting any second something huge with a another a life attempt on Donald Trump. Yeah, don't get me started on Apollo 11 over here. You know what pisses me off, O'Rourke? You know what really pisses me off, O'Rourke? My real name is from Mr. Armstrong. And I get to find out years later that I've gotta take it for what it is. Look, these people did get into rockets and go into low orbit. I mean, they do it over and over. Look, that's a ballsy freaking thing to do. They are heroes and ballsy motherfuckers for jumping on top of a three-stage rocket and going into low orbit and returning. I mean, that's in itself is bad. So they didn't go all the way. But I'm sure I didn't get the name just because they went into low orbit. And I think I'll leave it at that. Oh yeah, people think I'm all kinds of stuff. You know, I've dropped several names, even ones behind what do you call it, GoFundMe. Now because I'm not a newbie. God damn it, people, did you see the story? I've been waiting for somebody to post this that wasn't M Lord God, because I just, if she posted, it's trash. Sad to say, I'm sorry. Even when she posts good stuff, that's the problem. If you post the truth one time out of 10 times, uh, uh, that's simply not the way it works. This is a hound. This is a view hound. Whoever this person is has 24/7 to push return on the refresh page, and whatever she reads, she goes live with. Oh, now Tom, fellow Texan Tommy, lie once and you're done. Oh, Tommy. Now you know nobody can live by those rules. Logan lies. Yes. Hit the recorders, people. Let me tell you about a lie Logan told, and he told it on purpose. You're going to love this. I'm going to, time to time, I'm going to drop some of the tricks of myself, the CIA slash Antichrist. That, yes, I've told lies on the internet before for a particular purpose. And you say, oh my gosh, Logan, what purpose could it possibly be that you want? And to go so far as to tell a lie on the intranet. Shame on you. Oh, you'll find it quite different. Quite genius, in fact. Of course, it probably won't be working anymore when I tell you how I do these things. but nobody listens to my show anyway, so we can keep it to ourselves, right? Let's take the case of Lisa Olson. Yes, freshly after Steve Olson had left all of a sudden, and I wouldn't say left. Look, people, just because someone doesn't upload for 5 days doesn't mean that they've disappeared or whatever. But that wasn't the story on the internet. Of course, on the internet it was Steve Olson disappears, blah blah blah. And I hadn't been watching Steve Olson for, I never watch the videos, but I've been, I keep an eye on people that I see old friends pointing out. Like the same way if I debunk something, I would like for them to look at somebody else that I've found too, or whatever. But Steve Olson had disappeared for a bit. Now I want to remind you people that Steve Olson is only a threat and was only on the radar and blah 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 because he got tons of views, and that's pretty much across the board for any of these people. That's how they're considered I wouldn't call it a target, but a subject matter is we see a phenomena happen with views, and that's why we need to address it. Well, the case with Steve Olson had been stale with me for a while. I mean, how many videos can I make saying that they're freaking lens flyers, and he just will not listen to any possibilities or considerations of the. I mean, how many videos? How many other people? God damn it. Just spilled this shit all over the place. Hang on. Yeah, I'm human. I make mistakes. People are like, oh, I got a list of them here. He makes mistakes. Anyway, I don't want to lose track here. I think I already did. The case was Steve Olson had left, or not left the internet. God damn it! Boy, I really got distracted there. Here we go. God damn it! I got legal papers and shit sitting here. I don't want this. Oh, fucking wet. Oh, God damn it! All right. Okay. Steve Olson had left. God, I did it again. Steve Olson had stopped uploading. I'll be right back. Fuck. I'm sorry. I looked up and I didn't see Doggy. She's always laying on the right in front of me, and then she got locked outside. Okay. I'm sorry, Doggy. She's looking at me like, you son of a bitch. I'm sorry. Okay, Steve Olson. Logan lies. Steve Olson, take 15. Why did you do it, Logan? Okay. Steve had not uploaded for a couple of days, and therefore, uploaders were saying something must have happened to Steve. Here we are. I didn't know. I didn't know what happened to Steve. Neither did anybody else. But I had an idea that maybe I could find out. So I posted the story that Steve Olson had been arrested for. I mean, I remember, when I turned the camera on, I thought of it. I mean, it was that quick. I was like, oh, I'm going to make something on it and put it up there. But Steve Olson had been arrested for passing a bad check, and had gotten picked up on it or whatever, and blah blah blah. And it went out, and people were like, "Oh, that's I knew Steve was this and that, and blah blah blah." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever." It wasn't even not even 24 hours. Then Lisa Olson contacted me to set the record straight. Yes, because I used the title Steve Olson arrested for bad checks or something like that. And we had recently discovered that Lisa Olson was on YouTube with an account. But I didn't know how to find her. I didn't know how to I didn't even know how to approach her. I mean, what do I say? Been trying to expose Steve forever, and I would sure love your help. I mean, I'm not exactly a diplomat when it comes to words or whatever. Oh, so boom, she contacts me, and then I made a video about what she had wrote to me. And that video is actually, by the graciousness of some nice uploaders out there, have mirrored that from the actual original story of Miss Lisa telling of the cancer, and that Steve had run out on her or whatever. And I really appreciate those guys for posting that, because that is where it started. Now, the what happened with Lisa Olson, the story after that is it's history or whatever. And I don't want to talk about it, but that the fact is that on several occasions I have boasted out that I've got blah blah blah, and to fishing. I believe I had alerted another one of my friends that I was going to throw a line out and try to catch something. And I made that video, and boom, I had her like that. And of course, I lost her by the next day. That didn't go over too well with me, because it was my plan, my brilliance, and my long groomed skills, because I remember making a video also to get her attention, where I went in front of the camera and said that this is a message to Lisa Olson or whatever. And I was trying to prove to her that somebody wanted to get her story out in a non-biased fashion or whatever. Well, that didn't work. But the one with the freaking, he went to jail with a fake check, boom. Now, forget you heard that. I was answering Tom's question about people lying and making them terrible, whatever. Now, you would say that what I did was if you look at the big picture, it was kind of an ugly thing to say about old Steve. To get, you have to be shocking or nothing happens, people. Believe me, I know it. See what people are saying over here. What people are throwing. Nobody's going to ask, since we were just talking about Steve Olson, nobody's going to ask if the money's been, collected on the, what do you call it, the location information. Nobody's going to ask Logan how that's going? Oh, fuck. God damn, I did it again. Shit, the bed has got to get a fucking. Give me a second. You gonna do your research? That's always good. Speaking of doing your research, did you guys go look at the Igor crayon thing that I was talking about the other night? Yeah, I think I'm going to call him the hardware hoaxer because it looks like he gets all of his stuff from like Home Depot or whatever. But man, what a production, to have video, what do you call it, animations and live action 3-dimensional hard objects all working together in the same hoax. Hey, there's our Wayne Steiger. Good to see you, man. I think I know who that is. Wayne, you're one crazy guy, man. And you remind me of Gary Busey sometimes. Wayne, if you go to 7-Eleven at midnight, it's 3 o'clock when you leave. Yeah, Wayne, you know, if you go down 3 blocks and take a right, I don't know where I'm going with that. Oh yeah, I think that's what the insinuation is on the Wayne Steiger thing. Is that it starts off really ludicrous, like you know if I skateboarded on my roof, and then he thinks about it for a minute, and then he goes, they'll make another 5 movies of Lego movies as long as I skateboarded on my roof. I mean, it is that freaking nuts. I think I'm gonna have to tune into that guy for some more comedy material. Somebody get the memo to these people about the lens flare phenomena. Anybody at all? Is there anybody at all can get through to the WSO network over there? If you could get a message through to Google search camera lens flare and recognizing objects on SETI. Now that's for advanced thinking only. So I wouldn't waste my time sending that. But if you could get through to them about the what do you call it, modern digital camera phenomena. Good luck with that. Yes, how is the search? How is, now, in search of Steve Olson. Now we talk about now this is this disclaimer that we talk about the possibilities, but we really aren't buying any of this stuff. I'm your host, Spock. Okay. The elusive Steve Olson, once videotaped in the early 2000s, preferred a colder climate and was rarely a forager outside of the habitat. And here are some rare films, and then it cuts to like that famous film of Bigfoot, where it's walking off, and then it looks back for a second, and then the guy kind of runs after it or whatever. Yeah, Steve Olson, smartest and most well informed about the Planet X Nibiru phenomena on a thing called the YouTube, and then they cut to commercial or whatever. Huh? Oh, what doesn't piss me off? Well, of course, butterflies and puppy dogs. God damn. I've got the list right here in front of me. Things that don't bug me. Let's get the paper out here. Well, this is quite a document. There's an awful lot of trees died for this. Wait, here we're going to read them off to you. Puppy dogs and butterflies. The end. Thank you. No, man. I don't stay in perpetual pissed off. Actually, none of this stuff really bugs me. And I'll be straight up with you that I do a show. I play a character on the YouTube, and then when I'm not on the YouTube, I'm actually a professional person that sustains himself. I know. It's such a fantasy scenario that somebody actually is out there and not government help and all that. It's such a fantasy that I'm not even going to indulge you with it, because it's such a unbelievable story that nobody would buy it in the first place. Whatever, right? How is the weather in the islands? I got two of these. What do you call it? A Kona brothers or whatever. I can't remember what they call them. If you got brothers in other islands, it's called a Kona brothers or something. I can't remember. It's been so long. It's been almost as long that the time that I spent there that I've been gone from it, and then you start to forget things, simple things, like that there are no donuts in Hawaii. There's just these puff things, and they only come from Leonard's. And that if I ever forget that the Hawaiian Puffs are made by Leonard's. I'll miss the $1 million question, on that game show that I'll eventually be on. So I have to remember that. Leonard's puff things. I can't even remember what they called them. Yeah, things nobody cares about. Well, you guys were going to tell me as soon as Trump. Hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. You freaking people out there, you want to know what's going on? You want to know what's going on? I'll tell you. Ain't scared. Turkey accuses Germany of backing failed coup. What a bunch of turkeys. No, you failed. You failed your own coup. Don't be pointing the finger and go, we didn't succeed because you didn't jump in. You sound just like Logan. Yeah, we couldn't pull it off because you guys didn't show up. Well, God damn it, I hear you, Turkey, but you can only blame yourself. After all, you're the one with the coup thing coming, Better luck next time with that. Israel threatens to destroy. Wait a minute. Does Chris Potter go and join Israel? Israel threatens to destroy Syrian air defenses. Yes, I think Chris Potter has joined Israel. If Jake Riley was here, I would tell him that my computer has been, let's say, under the weather ever since I opened an email. Yeah, that ever since I opened a Oracle, something's been up with my computer. And in fact, that right now I'm broadcasting you from so far deep underground, it could take me another week just to dig out. Yes, that in fact, a certain email may have carried a Buzzzz, but there were no attachments. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there was. In the form of what? Pretty pictures of perps. Uh-oh. Well, good thing I'm in the midst of a lot of hammers. Yes, it's going to be hard to let go of the old XP. It's like become part of the family. But I'm pretty sure that someone has touched it. Here we go. The Rothschilds and Saud families fund both a John McShane and a Mrs. Hillary Rectum Clinton. You want me to read all of it? Sure. Gee, I wish they wouldn't start off like that. Okay, I'm going to skip it. Never mind. Intel chair. I think we talked about this earlier. No collusion between Trump and Russia. No collusion. That means, no communications and no business and none of that. Are the media as a whole going to apologize to our president of the United States, Donald J. Trump? Hold your breath for that one. Everybody will do it collectively. Are you ready? I'm, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. I'm, I'm, I'm waiting. Somebody make a phone call or something. I'm waiting for the. I need to see the media apologize for lying. God, fuck it. Whew, fuck it. God. Whoa, God. Woo. Oh. Oh. All right. All right. Back to protesting. That didn't work. Son of a bitch. Here we go. More GOP lawmakers. Let's clarify. More grand old party. Let's clarify. More Republican lawmakers arrested for sexual misconduct in bathrooms than trans people. I believe that. Yes, that there's something that people need to swallow before they can move on with their lives. That there is no parties. There is the party. And the party tells you it's like a tongue in cheek thing that they are called that, and this side of the room is called that when they're all in the same room on the same team. Yes, that is the deception, is that there are two parties. Let's move along. Second state in less than a month challenges Fed, passes bill to treat gold and silver as money, like back in the old days. Yeah, tell me right now where you could go and go shopping, in your local country store, and then when you get up to the checkout counter, they've got a scale, and you pull out this little bag of gold powder, and then you pour it onto the scale until it levels out where homeboy, has put the price at, and then you go home. Yeah, just tell me, is Walmart got a lane for gold bullion? Maybe. Well, maybe they should, get the hell out of America. If you don't accept money around here or whatever. Yeah, that here's the deal about this. Here's the hidden deal about this, is that if it went back to money is gold and blah blah blah, the power would be removed from the criminal bankers with the phony money. You understand that instantly, if they did that, that the power would be removed from I'm not allowed to say shadow government. The what do you call it? The black the what are they calling it now? Well, you know what I mean. We talked about that earlier. How when people get used to a term like shadow government means a cabal of criminal murder, war criminals, blah blah blah. That you gotta change the term. So it's now deep state. That's the one. Deep state. As if somehow that these deep state people are different than those shadow government people. Such bullshit. Fake news. Exactly. Exactly. Fake news through choice of words. Isn't that right? Let's see what else we got. I'm not reading that. I am not reading that. Monsanto helped write cancer studies on Roundup. Emails indicate. So you've got the people that are producing the poison, uh, doing the studies on whether it's safe or not. I mean, in control of whether it's said to be safe or not. You know, the what do you call it? The fox watching the henhouse. So enjoy that. That's like the drug companies saying that, oh, this drug is it's safe, and then 20 years go by, and then all these people start busting out all these afflictions, and their kids bust out with all these afflictions. They're like, well, you can't blame it on that drug because it passed a certain point of time before your symptoms showed up. See, it was safe then, but it's not safe now. So I'm sorry. you know, go get bent or whatever. Germany slams Trump's claim that it owes vast sums to NATO and the U.S. Yeah, look, Germany's owed us, their everything ever since World War II. And we had asked them a while back about some of our Nazi gold that they'd been allowed to watch or whatever. And then when they said it was like hey, where's our Nazi gold and whatever, and the Russians or I'm sorry, the Germans. They said that they melted it all down. Yeah, melted it down and used it for Mercedes parts. Yeah, or something like that. That it was here a minute ago. I had looked in the vault and I was like, oh, there's the United States' Nazi gold cut, and and then whatever, the CEOs or whatever were through here, and I saw a couple of big trucks or whatever. Now, next thing you know, the price of Mercedes has gone up or whatever. So I just kind of figured that the gold was used on the cars, and we don't have it anymore. You have it because we sold you the car. So you have the cars, and that's where your gold is. And Heil Hitler! Gotta love those Germans. They're better at talking their way out of shit than the Chinese. Mexicans flood into Canada as 2017 border detention surpass all of 2016. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy that you're fulfilling the dreams of the children to blow somebody up? Oh, yeah, I know. You're going to say the same thing to me that the liars on TV say that they're not all here to kill people. They're, even though it's all illegal of the, period. Such bull. Have you ever seen anything like this? I'm going to claim this if by chance I was ever to get in trouble or whatever in the future, or traffic ticket or whatever. I'm going to claim all of this in front of the judge. That the laws are not being complied with, across the board. So, since I know this, you can't, you can't throw your fake laws at me either. And in fact, I'm going to walk out of the courtroom, and that's going to be the end of it. And you're going to throw that paperwork in the garbage where it belongs, Judge. We'll see how that goes over. We'll see how it goes over when somebody that's legally to be in the country claims the same status as an illegal alien when it comes to laws. In fact, that's what I think you should do. If you ever get pulled over, you ever get questioned by the law or anything, you just jump up and you say, I claim status of freaking illegal alien. I claim status of illegal alien. That means get the fuck back. Get back in your car and drive off. And forget about the whole thing. Officer. Isn't that right? Another intruder attempts to jump White House fence, immediately taken down by Secret Service. I hope they didn't hurt Donald Trump trying to escape the White House. I told him there's got to be an easier way than jumping over the damn fence. Israel escapes budget cuts. All kinds of shit got cut out of the budget, but not Israel. That's to be expected. Here you go. Any of you guys remember Operation Condor? ERA Argentine dictator gets life imprisonment. Argentine federal court on Wednesday sentenced former military dictator Reinaldo Bignon to life imprisonment for his role in kidnapping, torturing, murdering anti-government protesters during the 1970s and 80s. Look how long it took. Goddamn, that was these crimes were in the 70s. See, this is why people keep on doing what they're going to do. Most of them figure, oh, hell, I'll be long dead before they ever catch up to me. I guarantee you that's where the Bushes feel. You know, they feel so bold as to go out in public time to time that they'll just be dead by the time that the war crimes charges and all that come up on them. Proof in the pudding right here. And that's in a foreign country where they really get things done fast. How you feeling now, guys? Yeah, it'll never happen. I think I've been telling you that. Just we could have no, it wouldn't have mattered who you elected to president. Let's say you elected Jesus Christ. You elected Jesus Christ himself to be president. These bastards would still be up there standing in the way and talking about gay rights. Yeah, you can bet your ass on that. Let's get back to the boo tube and see what's going on the freaking with the crazy people over there. Yeah. I got to get all I can out of this one because I'm not on location right now. Try to get all the information we can off on this one. I don't want to talk a whole lot about this, but it's kind of disturbing to me. Without the shadow of a doubt, there are so many giant scandals about pedophilia and child trafficking and all this sick stuff. Why are people on the internet downplaying it? Any part of it? Yeah, why are certain people on the internet always in the corner of when we know different? We know what this trash is doing and has always done and getting away with because of naysayers. Oh, that couldn't be happening. Yeah, bull. Yeah, and that's the reason it keeps on going. Because maybe because people on YouTube post in their defense of pedos. Sickening. I'm not going to say any names. Every time you downplay something that you think is wrong, there's 1,000 of them that are right. So why point out anything that could possibly be incorrect? I say in this case, let's say it is incorrect. If it saves one child, it's worth it. For why would anybody downplay Pizzagate or any of this freaking Holly pedo ring or the Washington pedo ring or any of this stuff? We know it's real. What the hell's going through your brain to make a freaking video saying hey, it's not what they say it is? The hell it ain't. It's worse. That's coming for somebody that lives in one of these freako places. One of these places where the freako nut jobs run the show in the city. So I have to expect that. Oh, yes. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. Here we go. What did I tell you a while ago about George Snuffleupagus? The 90-pound liar. In MSNBC or whatever. How is Donald Trump going to apologize to Mr. Obama? Oh, Lord and great one. Oh, please let me love on you. I love you, Obama. Let me have your children, Obama. Michelle can't, but Mr. George Snuffleupagus, I was a woman before I became George Snuffleupagus. So I'll have your baby. I love you so much. And I'm gonna get that big bad Donald Trump, that big liar, big bully brute, to apologize to you in front of the nation. Handcuff him. NSA documents prove surveillance of Donald Trump and Alex Jones. Yeah, if people were paying attention, this makes me sick. Paying attention to Julian Assange. Nobody's paying attention. What the hell's wrong with everybody on the freaking YouTube? What the? Now we know there's a campaign against Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, but we also the people that are paying attention know that WikiLeaks and Julian Assange are 100%. That's why it's being all swept away. Yeah, I posted it. Risking my channel, and it's still up over there. I guess I go take it down because nobody cares. Of Julian Assange just telling you the truth about it. Yeah, I looked over there a while ago and I saw 17 views on it. People, you Miss Smile there, you asked me what doesn't piss me off, blah blah blah. Well, that definitely pisses me off. That there it is, Julian Assange talking. Nobody cares. 17 views after 4 or 5 days. Hell, I just say let the New World Order run its bulldozer up your ass. You deserve it. Those of you that didn't view it. Sickening. This is sickening, people. You know about this. Young Turks. This is the voice of the tutti fruit leftists, repackaged for your internet viewing. Yes, the Young Turks is paid to be top trending in politics. Go look it up right now. Top trending in politics? First on the list, Young Turks. With everything out of that turd's mouth is kill Trump and overthrow right. Sick of them. Why in the hell Young Turks isn't kicked in and arrested? I have no idea. Everything out of their mouth. Trump this, Trump that, Trump, Trump, Trump. Fuck you. Get out of my country. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Also, here again, cubes show up next to sun on Soho. What are you, freaking two? Again? Bunch more, whole new group of noobs? Never seen a pixel distortion on Soho? Now we got cubes next to the sun. Y'all get what you deserve. Go be scared. Can't even identify a pixel distortion. Oh, damn. God damn. So here we go. Here we go is another prime example. Jason A. The weekly installment from Jason A. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this guy. I feel like it now. Yeah, one of the biggest, successfulest channels ever in fear porn, Jason A. How is he so successful? Actual footage. Yes, he's quite the actual footage collector of news broadcasts and disasters from around the world. The only problem is he never says that these things have always been happening just as you see them, just as tragic as you see them, and that nothing is ramping up. Nothing is more common. Nothing is more powerful than it has been in the past. Yes, that Jason A. has built it all off of the idea that these things are a sign that something really bad is going to happen when he's actually posting normal disasters, which are never pretty. They're never pretty. And in fact, that no one is to remember that mega disasters beyond anything anyone has ever seen on the internet have occurred in the past. It's as simple as that. But you can see how actual footage of normal things, yet again, is cleverly packaged into a business. You know, he could just as simple have the disaster channel, where it's footage of disasters from all around the world and blah, blah, blah. But do you think that he'd be getting 200,000 views in the first hour if he didn't mix in some of that, like this one says, that never happened before? I'll bet it has. It's just never been captured on tape and posted on his channel before. That one's one you'll never beat. All you debunkers out there, you will never, ever be able to beat that one because it's actual footage. You'll never, ever be able to remove the innuendo that this is a sign of something big going to happen along the lines of Nibiru or pole shift or whatever. This stuff about Middle East prophecy. These people change their prophecies with their underwear. You realize that, right? That these Middle East prophecies and the prophecy and the Gog, Magog, blah, blah, blah. I have heard the rumblings of all of this trash since I've been on the internet. I posted several, I've gotten fooled, I'm sorry, and posted several videos under the headlines of World War III rumblings. I was underestimating Vladimir Putin when I was making those videos. People, you have to keep remembering that Vladimir Putin, of course, is being raked over the coals in the media in America's too. They want them to hate him, but and always point that he is KGB and blah blah blah, and they will never point out that he's also one of the smartest motherfuckers on the planet. Period. They want you to hate him because there's no money in everybody getting along. I can't believe I have to say that there's no profit in everybody feeling comfortable with one another. God damn these fucking people. Pushing propaganda against people to manipulate situations for political purposes. This is Press TV. U.S. congressman denies proof of Russian ties. No, so it's obvious and it's clear to me that the proof is all absolutely the opposite of what's being reported on TV. Completely opposite, without a doubt. I wouldn't say that if I didn't have the proof. I'd say, well, maybe TV's right. No, this one, that's what's so fucking irritating or whatever about this whole thing is that this one's really out in the open now. We can see them lying. We know that they're lying because we know they know the truth. We know they have the same information we do. Here we go. WikiLeaks exposes New York Times publishing conspiracy theories. You want to know something really disgusting? Do you know how people like the Bushes and other crime families get away with not without the masses? You know, I mean, everybody knows what they've done, but somehow they get away without the masses just mobbing them and, taking them to the gallows and all that. It's because these people always cover themselves with charity events. All of these people, all of these families always cover themselves with family events. Like this one here, Bush Institute helping vets. Yeah, the Bush Institute helped vets right into no arms, no legs, and no brains too. Oh, but now that they're here through their institute supporting the vets, that well, we're supposed to forget about all that other stuff, like the made up WMDs, the uh, the uh, the lie to go into Iraq and kill 2 million Iraqis that had nothing to do with 9/11. Here you go. Anglican church rally. Sorry about the kids they raped. Well, at least they're sorry. They just the church is just they're so sorry about the kids they raped. Well, God damn, that's good enough for me. Exclusive. NSA whistleblower goes public about Trump surveillance. Arrest them all. Whatever. I uploaded this one earlier. That there was an astronaut once upon a time that told another guy that before he went into space, he was shown a film that had dead aliens on it. And that, in fact, this isn't the first time someone has said something similar. But the story here, of course, is that the person that knew said astronaut that died in a shuttle explosion, one of the two. That when this person mentioned something about this, that he was scrubbed pretty much from the records of NASA. Yet his friends that acknowledge that he worked alongside them are still featured on the NASA website. Like Jake Riley said, God damn it, it's real. If you don't believe it, you can fill in the blank. People go over to, you want to see something cool, go over to Russian Insider. Footage of Russian hackers in action. I bet they're over there using like early generation one Dells or something, or like Frankenstein computers or something. What I'm saying is it's probably like old stock propaganda footage. Of what they want you to think Russian hackers look like. Unbelievable. Documents show Obama surveilled entire Trump family for 8 years. Look, people, look at what's going on in front of your face. You've got high crimes committed by people, and they're not being arrested. You've got no nonsense people with the proof. And these bastards refuse to arrest or even talk to them. Three United States soldiers shot by Afghanistan inside the base. See, I remember murmurs about having the enemy, working alongside the enemy and all that, and they're like, you think you can really trust these motherfuckers? Well, no, you can't. Got one right here. Picked up a weapon, started shooting. Can't miss. Nothing but GIs as far as the eye can see. Brilliant strategists in control of the lives of your sons and daughters. Whatever. Go enlist. There you go. Here you go. Yeah, and there's very few people in the world that I give a fuck about. Period. I guess you probably know that. Trey Gowdy is one of my guys. Yeah, Trey Gowdy. People don't even probably even know who he is. He's a little odd looking man that's yeah, alone in the government. Yeah. Yeah, because he's not a criminal. Therefore, he's all alone with no help in the government. I'm going to try to play it. Let's see what happens.
Asking why, where, and how. This is Curiosity Stream, where you can stream incredible documentaries ad-free from the best filmmakers anywhere in the world.
Skip ad. Oh, never mind. It's going to be too quiet. But it's a film. It's a shot of Trey Gowdy vows to destroy elite pedophile ring. Good for you, Trey. I wish there was more I could do to help. But being the subject that it is and all that, I'm almost afraid to upload on it. It's, people, when you get afraid to tell the truth, then these crimes continue. I guess you know that. It looks like a pretty fucking slow night out there. Tell you what. I mean, I'm looking over. I'm looking at the uploads of the night here. I see more of the same. Hey, I sure wish I could have had Scott on here. I wanted to get his take on so many of these things, especially like the footage captured by ISS. I mean, what can you say, man? Jeez, did you see that? I don't care who gets on that. I don't care if Dad's post a video on that saying that it's this, that, or the other. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. Damn it, we seen too many videos of those blinking lights changing direction outside the window. Swamp gas. Yeah. I wanted to get his take also on that. The Canadian defense guy or whatever. I couldn't believe it. So many people tell me, "Oh, he's just a kook. Oh, well, that's easy. That was easy. We're going to dismiss it. We're going to dismiss the truth about what he says about these things because he's just a kook. Just a kook that was, actually defense minister of Canada. Just a kook. Throw it out the window." See, I've said this time and time before. Most of these people do not deserve the truth because when upon presentation, they deny it or refuse it in one way or another. Look, you've got the people that refuse the truth about their lies, and then you got the people that refuse the truth about the truth. Quite frustrating. But, I tell you, if you let it get to you, I have to quit. I have to quit giving a crap whether people know the truth or not. No, these days I sit around and I point out what happens when you don't know the truth. I sit around and make examples out of people that didn't know the truth. Fuck trying to tell them the truth anymore. Let's just make examples out of the so many that don't have it. It's easy. It's easy and it's all day long. If they're talking about Nibiru or one of these like a two-party system, Democrat. If they're talking to Nibiru or Democrat Republican parties, blah, 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 it's bullshit. It's fake news. There's no proof in it. There's no truth in it. It's a fictional story made up by frauds. Yes, I believe 100% that your government changed after Ike. Yeah, after Ike, they weren't going to make any more mistakes. The military-industrial complex was not going to make any more mistakes after Ike. Their mistake has remained mistake-free has remained all the way up till Donald Trump. Can anybody explain he was going when he became president? He was going to bring all the boys back, or in the Middle East, and then when he got in there, he not only continued on but escalated and fumbled the ball and wound up proving to the world that Russia knows how to, and America just knows how to lose money and weapons. Didn't any of that seem fishy to any of you? That he did absolutely the opposite of what he said he was going to do and got elected on? No, because to carry out this part of the plan, the total destabilization of the Middle East, they had to have a Middle Eastern sitting in the top seat with the fucking idiot followers, the brainwashed fools, and their signs and their pinkos. You got a chance to turn it around. Yeah, you got a chance to turn it around. You know what I see? I see. I keep seeing these pinko Fruit Loops over in California and in other big cities attacking people for wearing Trump shirts or whatever. Well, I say we need to turn this shit around immediately. Is that as soon as one of these things occur, that we destroy and roll over all of them. These Pinkos and Fruit Loops have played right into the hands of the New World Order takeover and are helping it. The useful pervs that they are do not have any respect for their well-being upon seeing them in the streets anymore. They are not people to you. I don't care if Billy's wearing a dress. Put him in the ground. Or lose your country. Lose everything. Lose your kids. They want them. They want them one way or another. They want to put them on the battlefield or put them in the camera. You gonna keep working for this trash? Assassins scale White House fences 3 times. Yeah, 3 times in 3 days. Bet that wouldn't be happening if I lived in Washington. Might have my own Secret Service going on. Yeah, that one attempt is all you get. Better make it a good one. Better move along. Better move along before they fucking push the button on me. Ooh, WSO raises the question: FEMA camp's hyper real. Well, you better go listen to those guys because they know. Bomb found at White House. Covered up. WikiLeaks. No Trump Russian leak. Podesta sold uranium to Russia. Who cares? Who cares? All we care about is Donald Trump apologizing to Obama and the media. It's getting late. I think I better go. I can't keep looking at this stuff. You people, you can see the problem here. You can see the fucking problem. You can see how big it is. Everybody and their brother is hell bent on the destruction of this country, one way or another. And we're not getting any help from the lying fraud uploader YouTubers out there that are only interested in lining their own pockets with lies. Some truthers, huh? Don't get me started. Come back over here and see what you guys are saying. I don't mean to ruin anybody's night. We're just doing the news here. It's nothing personal. Why? But everybody gets so bent out of shape. Well, I had some complainers out there telling me that, I talk way too much about these criminals and all this stuff, and that, I needed to get back to the issues and all that. Are you sure that's what you want? Let's see what's going on over here. It sure is nice to. Hang on. It sure is nice to be able to flip through all this stuff and then flip back over here and then see what you guys are saying. Whatever. Forgot what that was like. Well, thank you guys for being so cordial and all that in the chat, and I appreciate you coming by. I know I'm no help. I don't have any I don't have any suggestions of how to fix anything, because we've watched the people's attempts, and whether their heart is in the right place or not, you just can't get enough people to participate to make a difference in anything. So you're stuck. You're stuck in the prison with me, and I guess I'll just keep on looking. For the date of departure. What else can we do? You guys have a nice evening, and if you don't do anything else, at least hope that Trump makes it. Hope that he doesn't get rubbed out or whatever. Hope that he is able to gain some force, or that some of those traitors up there will jump sides, knowing that they're going to go down. Just hope for the best is all we can do on this. I can think of a lot worse people to have in the hot seat than Trump. I think another thing to do is to pick a subject on these deals, and stick with it. Do a start, do a finish, blah blah blah. When we come on here and we do these jumping around things and all that, nothing's ever accomplished. It's just we know what we know, and blah blah blah, and we also know that we're screwed. So there's really no comfort in any of it. I'm sorry about that. If people could just work together or whatever, maybe that could change. But that's how we know there'll be no change. So do the best you can, and don't believe anything at this point. I'll do the best that I can to bring it to you as it happens, but that seems to be I wouldn't say a waste of time, but the point is moot. Should we say that? The point is moot. Until next time, guys, it's been Logan running in the night.